Welcome back. So to keep us on schedule, pretty much, I will hand over straight away to Igor, who's going to talk to us about antibody responses in an older population. So there's the microphone if you want that.
Oops. Hope everything goes all right. Okay. So, hope everybody have a nice cough break and are feeling relaxed. My name is Igor. I recently joined Dalen's group 6 months ago, and I'm going to talk with you guys a little about antibody response against SARS-CoV-2. And well, the title of this talk is Boost Antibody Responses in Older Adult Population, a comparative study against SARS-CoV-2 variants. So what we know, we already know that advancing age poses a threat and a risk for COVID-19 mortality. And with the Omicron cases, we know that serious illness is more common for people that 60-year-olds or more. And we do have a lot of robust we know the robust neutralization predicts protection against the severe disease. But what we have seen with the long emergence of new variants of COVID, that is still important to do the neutralization, to have the boost so we can continue to protect these populations. However, these emerging new variants have altered antigenicity and present new challenges for us, especially for those ones now, the sublineages of JN1. So what we aimed here was using the consensus study from the UK-ICN, taking the sera for older people from 72 to 82 years old, and try to audit the immunity in these older adults, compare the effect of these boosts, of the vaccine boosts, and compare the effect of the two types of vaccines that were being given to these people. So how do we do it? We do going to talk today only about people that had the autumn boost in 2023. However, we do have this study about the spring 2023, the autumn 2022, but we only have 10 minutes. And we're also taking this about people that have 7 doses, up to 7 doses of these vaccines, being those BA4 bivalent vaccine or the XBB monovalent. And then we have 2 points of collection of blood before and after the boost. And then we did some neutralization assay using the lentivirus system against using the spikes, which they are delta 19, so they have this the deletion at the end, so they can be quantum optimized, and we can use this and compare them among these variants. So first, we're going to talk for those people that at autumn 2023 have the 5th dose, so we have the 5th boost. So we're going to compare every time pre and post vaccine, and we're using 2 types of vaccines. And what we can see here is that we had an increase of neutralization titers in both of vaccines. However, those ones that had the boost with the monovalent vaccines had higher titers of neutralization. And in both of them, we do have an increase at least 5 times on neutralization titers. And what we can see is the latest, at that point, the latest variant that we had is JN1, was the one that had lowest neutralization titers, which when we compare to literature, it was already described due to the several mutations, the difference of these mutations on the position 455, which for EG 5.1 to HK3, we have the L455F, and for the BA286 to JN1, L455S. Well, from when you compare for people that had the 6th dose boost at that time, we continue to see a high increase into neutralization titers, especially against, using the monovalent vaccine. As you can see, up to 10 times increase into the neutralization titers. And again, we see that the latest variants also had like the decrease in the neutralization. Then we went to the 7th dose boost, so people that had like the 7th dose in 2023. And we still see this increase in neutralization titers, but it's way less strong compared to the rest, to the people that had like 5 or 6 doses. Then, since we see like this difference among people that had 5, 6, and 7 doses at the time, we compare this study using separating them by bivalent and monovalent to see how this correlates to a fold change in neutralization response. And we can always see an increase of neutralization and increase in the fold changes, at least 2 fold changes in all of the vaccines and for all of the people that have like the 5 or 6 or 7 boost. However, for the monovalent, we have up to 10 times folds difference among 5th dose for 4th dose and 6th dose for 5th dose. What we can see with the 7th dose, we do have an increase, by way less substantial when compared to the other ones. Then, since we're only working with the JN1 lineages up to JN1, we did try with the new sublineages that come up recently: KP2, KP2.3, KP3, KP3.1, .1, LB1, and all of those. As you can see, we only did with the people that have 7 doses of the vaccine, and all we can see, all of them decrease neutralization titers, at least some of them in 50%. And which was already, we tried to do this, but we got published very fast from G2P Japan. And what we can see is what we also correlated to our study, the KP3, LB1, and KP2.3, which has like the delta 31 deletion, also evades the neutralization titers with way high, more increased than the other variants. So this we compared as well, separated by vaccine. It also have like the similar responses that we did. There's no difference between the vaccines in this case. And then what we tracked was for related again with these 2 mutations, the L31 deletion, and also the mutation F456L, which especially for JN1, in the case of F456L, that it was responsible for the decrease of this neutralization titers, and the KP2.3 and LB1, the delta 31 deletion. And these findings highlight the necessity of continuing this ongoing study of this response against new variants, so we can maybe try to update the vaccines like we're doing with the new boost with JN1, and we can continue to try to protect people against the disease. So I want to thank first of the UK-ICN to allowing me to talk here, and obviously thank to my group that recently joined and feel very welcome, feel like home, and thank you all for listening.
Okay. There's one up at the back.
Hello?
2 quick questions. First one is, do you know how the antibody levels are associated or correlated with levels of protection? Do we have a predictive model for that at this point? Is that?
So I cannot go to that answer because I don't actually know, but what we have seen that with the decrease of the neutralization titers of KP2, KP2.3, and especially KP3.1, we do have the increase of hospitalization in the last months, and now in the UK, the variants that are been circulating is basically KP3.1.1, which has the S31 deletion. So I guess in this case, we can actually correlate with the increase of severity
So
of the
I guess,
disease.
yeah, that was part of my follow-up, was like, how did you come up with selecting these lineages, supposedly because they were taken off somewhere in the world or had some phenotypic indication that made you worry about them? And yeah, I mean, I guess the drop in the antibody levels is a proxy for immune-escape properties, but then I was also curious about how you might think about T-cell immunity in the context of this analysis.
Oh, okay.
Any more questions? There's one down at the front.
Thank you.
very good talk. My question was, do we, it might be a very stupid question because I'm not an immunologist at all, but do we know why the monovalent dose elicits a higher antibody titer to the bivalent dose? Is that a stupid question? Could be a stupid
No, I don't think it's a stupid question. Don't believe in that. But I'm not better. I'm just diving into the immunology side of things now. But I guess it's more related to what is being induced into that, like the mutations that we have, the XBB the monovalent vaccine, to the one that has like the both BA4 and BA5 mutations. So I guess it's focusing one spike only, and then you get like a better response. I would say that's that, but could be wrong.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, any more questions? No? Okay, well, thank you very much, Igor.
Thanks, Igor.